matchup between the New York Jets and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the visiting sideline, Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. His side unable to capitalize on two. With Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scotch. This is Chase McLaughlin on to handle the opening kick. And away we go beneath the Florida heat. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. Leading them out, the fifth-year quarterback from Alabama. First-round pick back in 2021, Mac Jones.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Jones setting up the play action. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Finds a man. Mason Taylor has it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
And the Jets first down.
Here's Hall once more. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Buccaneers will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Hey, Kate, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
That's complete, Mike Evans. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Point it right, 180! What's up?
On first down, they're going to run with Irving. Well, this will get much beyond the line, a yard at most. As Andre Cisco held him down there. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win.
2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Stop!
Baker now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A gain of 15 there. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
What's up?
First down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And this one does not go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
From the gun, Mayfield. Catch made over the middle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up third down.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
With a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up fourth down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. And that was a big 3-yard gain because instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Baker throwing again. Brought in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Again for the first time to Rashad White. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Rashad White touchdown. McLaughlin sacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive at home. And he spins right by him. Has room down the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Jets reach pay dirt for the first time this game.